Good evening, everybody. I don't have a lot of experience of these things, but if you're in the play, it's probably best you come over to this side. I think Julia's had a wardrobe malfunction. Okay, so this play is Mansfield Park Panto. It's based on Mansfield Park by Jane Austen, but we've changed it so it can fit into a half-hour shape. So at this point, I'm going to transform into Mrs. Norris.
He looks very like you.
Wow. Well, I've searched everywhere. Has anyone seen my Fanny?
No, I've not seen your Fanny all morning.
And you, Julia? You, surely of all people, have seen my Fanny.
Why did I have? I'm acting straight away. Mrs. Norris. Oh, you're Mrs. Norris. Oh my God. She went out to pick apricots.
And that's a fruitless errand indeed, because I've seen the servants already go and get them this morning at first light.
In Fanny! In Fanny! They've all got it in Fanny! Well, don't just dawdle there, girl. There's more than enough work for you to do. Go and sew the hems on your cousin's ball gowns.
Yes, at once, ma'am. Oh, how wonderful it will be for you, dear cousins, to be debutantes at the ball tonight, and to be in good company of your brother, Cousin Edmund.
Oh, don't get ideas above your station. For though you are family, you have been brought into this village household to serve.
Yes, ma'am.
I remember that day very clearly, many years ago. I remember saying to Mrs. Bertram, I declared to Mrs. Bertram, I said, I should be glad to take my turn at Fanny and think nothing of the consequence.
I do wonder, at the ball, will Mr. Crawford be there? Because he's new to the village.
Yes, I think he's the most hateful flirt.
Now you take care, Maria and Julia, for you may bring your family name into ruin. For without your good family name, you won't be able to marry into a decent family.
Well, in that case, I'd better stay here at the estate and avoid men such as he.
Yes, indeed. Do I say anything at this point, or is it the end of the scene? Oh, yeah. Yes. One of you. I think you say something about how.
What should people care? It's
Yeah,
£10,000 per annum income.
Okay, so let's action.
Yeah. What should people care if it's £10,000 per annum income?
£10,000?
That's us.
£10,000?
Well, out of good Christian charity, we should take great care to make sure that Mr. Crawford has a wonderful evening at the ball.
One more time, Brian.
Ah, Cousin Fanny.
Oh, Cousin Edmund, you returned from your visit to the almshouses?
Yes, I am weary. But as a local parson, my first thought is always for the welfare of the community.
Oh, cousin, would you not rather be at the ball?
The ball! Oh my goodness, I forgot about the ball. Yes, I would love to be there. I hear Mary Crawford is going to be there. Henry Crawford. I would so like to meet her. Oh, and her brother Henry, of course. Better get to that ball.
Oh, did I just miss Edmund? Oh dear. I was so hoping he would join me in a rubber.
Yes, he too's gone to the ball. Oh, how I wish I was his day this night.
Fanny, my dear, I am your godmother, and tonight I am going to reveal myself to be your fairy godmother. Fanny, Fanny, you shall go to the ball. You shall be a debutante, if my deal is what you want. Here we go. Yes, I have but one wish, that you will relinquish this love of your cousin.
If this is true, well, thank you. I shall go to the ball. I shall be a debutante, and yes, that's really what I want. But mostly, I wish to be loved. I wish to be loved like the love of my cousin. But mostly, I wish to be loved. I wish to be loved like the love of my cousin. But I must change immediately and be gone with Edmund to the ball.
Wait for me.
What ho?
Excuse me, sir, I am no hoe. How very dare you?
Why I should be offended if you two girls were not so beautiful.
Oh, how do you do? I'm Mary Crawford. I'm Henry's sister. What say you we all join in the polka?
Capital idea.
Oh, Fanny has come. And Edmund too.
Ah, Mary Crawford. You're truly wonderful. May I have the honour of this first dance?
Oh, look at them. Marie and Julia. Which one shall I pick?
Either will do. Oh, the polka.
The polka, why must I change from the girl that I fancy to someone so plain? Ah, for an instant that I held your hand, then in an instant I'm with someone's grandmama. The polka, no time to poke her, barely a moment to admire her choker. I swing her around and exchange for Aunt Myrtle. How can I penetrate her inner circle? Oh, how can I penetrate her inner circle? Or meet her close friends? Well, I I did expect you might whistle along, but I didn't expect you all to give me the clap.
How do you do?
Yes, how do you do?
I'm rich, don't you know? I'm a very, very rich man.
Yes. Yes, of course, yes. Oh, Fanny, you are being ignored. I was just saying to your cousin Edmund that Henry is a party animal, but you will come to love him for it.
Time will tell, Miss Crawford, time will tell. But in my experience, love is not something that happens in just mere seconds.
Yes, Mr. Richardsworth. I mean, Mr. Rushworth. Yes, yes, of course I'll marry you. Is that faster? Thank you. Thanks.
Well, here we are. Well, I do believe Edmund is a parson.
That's the one.
Oh. Did you know that? Edmund is a parson. Did you know that? Did you know that?
At the parsonage, there's a personage professing to know love. He says spiritual growth beats capital growth, and one job's matters not one jot. That an admiral's no more admiral than the peeler of potato. One activity one does in bed is contemplating Plato.
Avoid Edmund like the lurgy. Avoid Edmund like the lurgy. He's a vicar with some knicker, but Edmund's in the clergy.
The pressing question on my mind is how Bertram's in the bedroom. Yes, I want him in my arms, but in his arms the psalm selection is more coyer than a lawyer, more shyer than a Sherlock,
And only self-flagellation will rock the bed in wedlock.
Edmund's in my clergy. Edmund's in my clergy. He's a vicar with some knicker, but Edmund's in the clergy.
I must confess, I wish to have my wicked way with Rushworth's Maria, having already had my way with Julia.
Well, I say we get to the Bertram household straight away. I want to see you chat up Maria.
Oh, I can't wait to get my hands on her. I can't wait.
Ah, Henry, you
just in time, because for our own amusement, we are going to put on a Shakespeare play.
A Shakespeare play? What a wonderful idea. I'm very fond of the bard. Which play shall we do?
That is still a matter of some debate.
I say we should do Romeo and Juliet. It's a play about cousins, Edmund. Cousins that fall in love.
I say we split up into small groups to discuss. Maria, what say I take you away from your adoring husband and we scuttle off to the woods for half an hour and see how we get on?
Nothing would give me more pleasure.
Oh. Here we go.
Oh, Mary. Mary, 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 when I look at you, I can only think of lovers' vows.
I say, isn't that a Shakespeare play?
No, but it's a great play.
Then it is settled. We shall do the play Lovers' Vows.
Well, what, guys, you're spoiling the moment here. Feel free to clap along to this one, guys. A 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3, 4.
5.
There she stood, Miss Crawford, the belle at the ball.
Cupid's arrow must have
Oh,
pierced
I
thee.
could hardly talk. I said your name is Crawford, but I think she is an archer. You shot an arrow into my heart now. Can I have the first dance with you? When people ask me later, when did I first fall? I'll tell them all, my true love dear, that you shot me in the ball. That you shot me in the ball.
Oh, dearest Edmund, there's no easy way of saying this, but I could never marry a parson. I would simply die of boredom. Oh, you are simply boring, boring, boring. Dear Edmund. Oh dear. I think I should go after him. Oh.
I can't believe you're back so soon.
Oh, yeah.
Back so soon. Well, yes, you two were quicker than I imagined.
Well, I thought so as well.
Well, be that as it may, we have decided upon a play that we're going to do. It's called Lovers' Vows. Perhaps you'd like to look at the book that is all about the play that is Lovers' Vows.
Well, that's a wonderful idea. Because that's, yes, Rushworth, you think you can manage 2 and 40 verses?
With ease, Mr. Henry Crawford, with ease.
Well, I don't think so, but have a go if you think you can.
Fanny, none of them think I'm bright at all. They all think I'm too stupid for their stupid play. I've got 2 and 40 verses, you know they mock me, Fanny. But I'm the richest guy around here, they should respect my money. Respect me, Fanny. Respect me, Fanny. No one should be laughing at me, Fanny. Respect me, Fanny. Respect me, Fanny. No one should be laughing at me, Fanny. I've got 2 and 40 verses. Observe how one rehearses. But I can't say soliloquy despite my many purses. Respect me, Fanny. Respect me, Fanny. No one should be laughing at me, Fanny. respect me, Fanny. No one should be laughing at me, Fanny. Mr. Crawford walks by me and looked at me kind of funny. Thinks he's got the best of me, 'cause I can't learn my poetry. Well, I said it all well as the stage, but I just can't quite believe that the meaning of a life and everything is just 2 and 40. Respect me, Fanny. Respect me, Fanny. No one should be laughing at me, Fanny. Respect me, Fanny. Respect me, Fanny. No one should be laughing at me, Fanny.
Oh dear, Mr. Oliver. You do deserve respect. And I think you should know. Henry has been doing hanky-panky with your wife in the woods.
No, this cannot be true. No.
Oh, poor Edmund. I do hope he can become my cherished friend, but just only that.
Suits me just fine.
Well, somehow Rushworth seems to have been alerted to my gallantry toward his wife. I must leave this place at once. I'd better get off.
No more Mr. Crawford, you really are a slimming excuse of a man. Oh, yes.
Somehow Rushworth has been alerted to my gallantry. And without my glasses, I need it really big. Oh, why, Mary, sister, no woman has ever spoken to me like that before. And here in this parlour, my life has changed. I shall be better for it when I get Fanny's hand in marriage.
I'm so sorry, Mary, but I really cannot stand that man.
Henry is not what he seems, inspires to be the constant gentleman. Henry in this life has dreams, no mere man of means, but the constant gentleman.
Crawford makes me awkward, eloping with my cousin, squeezing through her gated wood to the despair of her husband.
Henry is not what he seems, he must to be the constant gentleman. Henry needs a woman to grasp, to finally unmask his playboy maquillage.
I find it so egregious, I find it so outrageous, and what would cousin Edmund with his family name in the gossip pages?
In this modern world of ages, say I, let him be outrageous.
In a Jane Austen novel,
He is simply ostentatious. have to differ in this. I shall leave this house now to avoid any more embarrassing moments with your cousin Edmund.
What a clever ruse to tell everyone I'm leaving, so that stupid Rushworth rushes off in his carriage. Now I am free to romance you all day long, my love, my Fanny.
What makes you think I could possibly fall in love with you?
But you must fall in love with me. I fell in love with Maria. I fell in love with Julia. Surely you've got to fall in love with me.
If I could choose a lover,
Any man at all, if he was rich or poor, well, he wouldn't be you. He'd love me like a brother, and mean the words he says in the chapel at Sunday Mass, just like my cousin. Reasons not to love you, I could name a dozen, but mostly Crawford ain't my cousin. Reasons not to love you, I could name a dozen, but mostly Crawford ain't my cousin.
Now I've seen many lands, and I've seen many seas, but what amazes me, I heard back in the parlour, in all my many travels, and the wonders I have seen, I never before had Fanny talking back at me.
Reasons not to love you, I could name a dozen, but mostly Crawford ain't my cousin. Reasons not to love you, I could name a dozen, but mostly Crawford ain't my cousin. I need constant loving from a preacher man, but all you want's 5 minutes in the grass. I need constant loving, Mr. Crawford, I must pass. Yes, I'm working class, but not your piece of ass. Reasons not to love you, I could name a dozen.
You don't know what
but
you're missing, love.
mostly Crawford ain't my cousin.
Big mistake.
Reasons not to love you, I could name a dozen, but mostly Crawford ain't my cousin.
Well, I don't know about that. Well, if that's how you feel, I'm off. I'm off. You're lost, love.
But is it possible that in the waking world I heard that Mr. Crawford confessed that he has defiled a marriage?
Yes, you heard right.
Goodness gracious me, this is terrible news, and what's even worse is I can't remember my next line. But what I shall do then is I should just sit down and wait. Oh, I do. Thanks. Yes. The thought occurs to me, Fanny. What are we going to do about Maria?
Wrong musical, hun.
Oh, Cousin Fanny, it's no use. I will never have Mary Crawford's hand in marriage.
Oh, cheer up, Edmund. You always have me.
You know, I'm satisfied Fanny may be of some use. Oh, Fanny, you know, it's true what Mary Crawford says about me. All I want to do is go to bed, take my clothes off, and read Plato. Can't I find a woman who wants a Playtonic relationship?
We live in a strange time, dear cousin. It seems to me that the world has gone mad. People chasing wealth instead of the
deeper, more meaningful pleasures.
Oh, I totally agree. So why don't we go away from it all? Let's be done with this pride and this prejudice. Just us two, Fanny, together.
Yes, for I'm weary of their sense and sensibility. Let's live an unassuming life, perhaps by a monastery.
Monastery? You know, Fanny, if I had no fingers, you and I could still be happy in No Finger Abbey.
Yes, with my powers of persuasion. Emma, really running out of puns here.
Right. Stop this play at once. It's getting very silly. And let's face it, it's all very weird. You two are first cousins. It's just, no.
Yes, we need a ploy to disappear off stage without them realising.
My mum, she had to get up and run. She was so embarrassed to be here. Encore, I must wait for the
I was hoodwinked, I was told there was a talent scout from RADA. In Harlow, I've never had an audience harder. Encore, I must prepare for the encore.
Time to get off. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I've lost my script and so have you.
I think they're too slow to know that we all plan to go before the song is over.
It's like that wartime movie set in Switzerland, or was it Austria or Moldova?
My name's Julia. That's quite peculiar. This has nothing to do with this production.
I must apologise for this chorus disruption.
So that just leaves three, like Agatha Christie, and soon there shall be none.
Someone's off the stage when really they should be on. So that leaves just two. I think we're both screwed. I think they're the Harlow crowd.
someone around, someone around.
I'm good. You listen hardcore.
How you enjoyed it, Fanny?
Encore!
You sure it was fun being here?
Encore!
Stick around.
More! Repeat! More! Encore! Encore!
The polka, the polka.
I was in awe of Mike's genius. I had to do whatever it would take to get a part in his comedy musical. It took 2 pints of Guinness.